Hi, my name's Cassie, and this is how God restored my soul. I did not grow up in church, and so not having the clear understanding of who God truly was always a struggle. Trying to always be a good enough Christian or look like everyone else looked or act like everyone else acted. In your own self-thoughts, you think you have to be perfect and the best like everybody else. And I always looked at how I didn't fit into that, why I was different than that, and not understanding that it was the power of God that was going to be saving me, but I focused more on the darkness of shame, which kept me isolated. So I didn't understand as a child my sexual abuse was something that wasn't for me or that could be forgiven. I thought it had to be hidden. I was living in self-righteousness of thinking I could be my own God away from him, and that led to the destruction of many things, including my marriage. When I first became sin in my marriage of having an affair, then God showed me how much he loved me. He showed me what forgiveness truly was. When I walked into a Bible study, we were on lament in the Psalms, and these women did not know who I was, and I was able to sit there and pour out my heart the week after my husband and I decided to divorce, and it was also the week after my brother had passed away from brain cancer. And so as I was lamenting to these women and telling them my brokenness of my marriage from the affair, and just having to watch my brother lose the battle to cancer and see what death was, and knowing that that's what he saved me from, was so beautiful. And the fact that these women loved me and gave me grace was the first time I ever knew what grace was. Getting to feel God's grace is also, I feel like, getting to see his beauty. I enjoy hiking, and for this purpose of the struggle of getting to a mountaintop is usually pretty hard. But getting to the top and getting to see his beauty is also what I feel like when you get to feel his grace, being able to absorb something you can't comprehend. And in that moment of sitting with women who were complete strangers around me and allowing myself to speak into word the sin I had become, the heartache that had just happened, the death that was around me, I just felt like for the first time that God truly loved me. And it was through the people of his church. I now believe in what Christ has done for me, and that what he's done to overcome my fears. And I allow myself to know that what God has given me is to help others. So my story, I want to share with other women to be open and be free from my sexual abuse, sexual immorality, and disbelief, of which once all hid me in isolation is now what sets me free. And I also feel encouraged to share that with other women so that they don't want to hide in the back of church like I once did.